This is a review of using a griddable to answer a question, specifically for algebra students in Texas. Going from middle school to algebra, the griddable changes a little bit, but in my opinion, it's actually easier because you can put the decimal point where you want. My tips are to start at the right and to work your way to the left, and that should help you figure out what you need to do. So let's say the answer that I need to put in is 8. It's super simple. All I have to do is write an 8 on the far right hand side and then color it in. And that would be correct. I don't have to do anything else from there. The only thing you have to make sure is that your answer is numerically correct. So if I decided I wanted to put in a decimal point, I can do that. If I wanted to put in 8.0, I could do that. I could just put in 8.0 and then fill that in right here. Okay, I could even add a positive sign to it because it is positive 8, but I don't have to. It's understood to be positive, even if I don't put it in there. I could put in zeros before the 8, and it would still be right. You just have to make sure that your answer is numerically correct, and you should get it right. The value is the same regardless. So then if my answer is 500, I'm just going to work my way from right to left. So I'm going to start with the 0 here. I'm going to put in this 0, put in the 5, and then I'm going to color it in, bubble it in at the bottom. And that's the easiest way to do it. So I could add a positive sign if I want. I could add zeros in front of it, but as long as the value is the same, this is going to be counted as correct. Okay, if my answer is -5, then I'm going to put in a 5, the negative sign, and bubble them in. So let's say my answer is 19.5, then I'm going to go ahead and work from right to left and put the numbers in, and then bubble them in. 19.5. I could add a positive sign in front. I could add some zeros in front, but this is the quickest way to make it right. This has been a review of using a griddable to answer a question, the algebra edition. My tips for you guys are to make sure you start from right and then work your way to the left. Make sure you put your decimal points in the right place, if you need a decimal point at all. And then make sure that if the number is negative, that you put in the negative sign.